Oh my god, are we even surprised by this point anymore? Hey there, this is your Bat with Too Much Time on Hands, Doing My here with another video, and today I want to talk about that. We were so close with getting the idea of having a Batman Beyond movie directed by the people that created the Spider-Verse films. Now, I don't know what it is about Warner Brothers just not wanting money, because we saw the Spider-Verse films, and those were great. And Batman Beyond is just a good concept. And if you made it into a film, besides the one that was made for the original show, it would have brought in more eyes to that version of Batman and made bigger fans and how he's great. You know how people are so excited that Miguel O'Hara was in the Spider-Verse movie. But think about it. He wasn't as popular until the movie came out because more people got to see it. The problem that I don't understand about movie studios a lot of the time is the fact that they think the character already has to be a big character to make them a household name. This is completely false. Now, having a character that's already a household name helps, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's the way to go exactly. Because we still got bad Batman movies by Joel Schumacher. Ugh, those movies were weird. I mean, I liked them as a kid, but even then.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman. 7 million. Never leave the cave without it.
I don't get it. Because, okay, let me go with this. Marvel made the Guardians of the Galaxy household names. Me, as a comic reader and a superhero enjoyer, I never knew who they were. I didn't know they existed. I know the pieces, like, oh, there's a guy, his name is Star-Lord, but eh. But then when the movie came out, he became a popular character. It's just so stupid when I see things like this. Because when I saw the concept art for the movie, I legit thought it was just an artist, making a Spider-Verse version of Batman Beyond, because it matches so well. And the fact that they say, like, oh, we're not sure if we want to make it. I'm like, you see this? You see those people that made Across the Spider-Verse, and they don't think that that would be a good idea? What is their problem? And then they keep doing tax write-offs with other movies. So even if this movie was picked up, they would most likely put it in a tax write-off. Now, I try to think about it in Warner Brothers' take, and I can kind of understand because we have, Miguel O'Hara in the Spider-Verse film, and, he's from the future, people are probably going to be like, hey, Batman Beyond, he's a ripoff of Spider-Man 2099, which doesn't necessarily make sense. Actually, I don't know who came out first. I have to think about that. Okay, so technically Batman Beyond is a ripoff, but not in a traditional sense, because the people making it were required to make a younger Batman show in his teen years, like for Spider-Man. But, they did use their little magic to go past it and made it in the future. So technically, it's different. But they're both backwards. Like, Miguel O'Hara is a Spider-Man that is serious in the suit and is jokey outside of it. Terry McGinnis is basically just Peter Parker if he was Batman. There's more to that, but you know what I mean. He's awesome, and I've thought of so many ways that a Batman Beyond in that style would work, because it's a really good story. And I know it says that technically James Gunn has to look into it, but I know there's more to that. And the only reason why I have some hope for it is the fact that James Gunn wants to make Elseworld type films, not connected to his universe, even if they're animated, because he wants to have the DC universe be its own thing, whether it's animated or not. But the Batman movies are out already, and that's already considered an Elseworld, or the Joker's an Elseworld. So technically, they can't do this. But the problem is, it takes a long time, and the fact that I know we all loved at least I loved Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. You do realize that movie took forever to make. Like, after the movie came out, people were vocal on how rushed they were while making the movie and how hard it was to, put it all together. And it would just be really hard to, promote that to big studios that want to make money like really quickly. If you've seen the movies they make, I don't know how they would do that. It would have been so cool. It's just that, like, Batman Beyond matches so well to the idea of doing it in animation, because I've seen people try to, incorporate Batman Beyond in a more live action style, but it doesn't always work because either the costume looks too weird, it looks too Power Rangers like, and it just wouldn't work. It was, fabric like. But then people go with the armored route where it's just basically an Iron Man suit but Batman like, and it doesn't necessarily work right because they have to cover the mouth instead of allowing it to, open and close and all that stuff. So I don't really see him being able to go in live action, but I do see the animation. So this would have been so beautiful, especially since in the original show, everything was already very stylized, because it's animation. But imagine if they were able to go farther in a more TV approach. Because remember, Batman Beyond was created in the show. He was not a previous Batman thing. He was strictly made for the show. This would have been so perfect. I don't know why they didn't even think about doing that. I don't know why didn't they just jump into the opportunity to make something like this. It's stupid on my mind. But what do you think? Would you have wanted to watch a Elseworld Batman and Beyond movie in the style of the Spider-Verse? Please let me know in your comments down below. I know this is a very short video, but I just wanted to pump this out right now because it just feels so stupid that they didn't want to try to do something with it. Because it's easy money, it's a good concept, people will become more fans on it. It just doesn't make sense, and I just want to talk about what I'm thinking about it. So this has been Doodlemite, and I hope everyone stays nerdy, and I hope to see everyone in the next video.